You owe me money, man. Give me my money back. I want my money now. Give me my damn money, kid.
Oh my God, it's Cher!
I'm mad, man.
So I know I haven't really uploaded within a month. I'm sorry about that. I'm coming back, and yeah, I got a break ahead of me. I'm trying to grind videos, and this is gonna be one of my first videos back for this month. So leave a like for this one, and without further ado, here are my school fights that I think that really mattered throughout my life. Some of you have heard me talk about this, maybe on Instagram, maybe, I don't know, I've probably told this on stream or something like that, which if you haven't really followed my Twitch yet, you should probably do that. Link in the description. But pretty much what essentially happened was, picture me, I'm gonna set the setting for you. I'm in 6th grade and I go to school, and usually how the school was laid out was there's two separate sides of the building. One side was for 5th graders and one side was for 6th graders. It's pretty much an intermediate school. And what they did was they separated each subject into like separate courtyard, like 4 separate courtyards. It was all the electives in the back, then I think it was reading, then I think it was math, and then I think it was science and social studies. Same with the other side as well. I'm like, all right, cool, bet today's gonna be a good day. I'm not gonna get into any fights, I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna cause anything with the teacher, right? It was going perfect. I remember I had science class that day. We made slime, nigga. We made slime. Second period, I go to gym. So I forgot to mention this, right? The gym is on the outside of like the 6th grade courtyard. So if you're like in the area, you remember like the school. You know what this school is. Pretty much, I go to gym, right? Gym's all cool. We're having fun. You know, we get done playing basketball and shit. You know, doing regular 6th grade gym shit. And I go out the gym. I go into the classroom, right? Everything was good until we went to fucking lunch. Now I go to lunch and I go to sit by, you know, my normal friends and shit like that. So I sit down and this kid sits there, starts talking shit for no fucking reason. And I was already I was having a good day, and I'm like, oh my God, don't let this ruin it. And then he kept going on and on. I'm like, dude, can you stop? And then he said something that really hit me, because I was really going through something at the time about a family member of mine. And I was like, ow, that fucking hurt, you dickhead. Like, why are you, like, why? Like, why are you saying this? Why'd you say that? I don't remember what he said for the reason why, but it was probably something along the lines of like, oh, well, you're probably not going to do anything, and I was just sitting there to do it just to probably provoke you. And at the time, it did fucking provoke me, and it was, what he said was stupid. At the time, it was like dumb. Looking back at it now, I'd sit there and laugh at it. But, you know, dude was being a fucking dickhead. I'm like, why? So get back, he's still talking shit. I'm like, all right, bro, so what's up? Do you want to like run the ones or something like that? I said something along the lines of that. I didn't really say ones, but like, do you want to like run hands or some shit? And then after I said that shit, all of his homies crowded around me. He was like, oh no, you ain't gonna fight him, you ain't gonna fight him. I'm like, oh really? I ain't gonna fight him. All right, bet. So after we leave, I'm like, all right, cool, I ain't gonna do that. I'm watch. So we get to the courtyard behind us, which is like the math courtyard, I think. And I wait until his friends go into the classroom, because it was like 5-6 of them niggas, and it was one of me. What the fuck am I gonna do with 5-6 niggas jumping me behind one nigga sitting there talking shit, and he can't even sit there and defend himself? So I'm like, all right, cool, fuck that shit. You sitting over there talking all that. No, I remember I yelled in the courtyard so loud. I was like, yo, you, fuck all that shit. I put my bag down, right? And I threw my binder. I pinned this nigga up against like the window. And I remember I was like, no, fuck that shit. And I'm bink, bink, bing, bing. And I think by the time I ended that, this was like, I remember just hitting him a lot in his head. And I feel so, like now I look back at it, I feel bad for the dude because I didn't mean to do, I ain't really want to do that to him, but he was being a dickhead. You know what I mean? What you expect? He was being a cock. You know, after I get done fighting him, scrapping him, whatever, I go to the office. We in there in the office. We sitting there yelling, talking shit still. He thinking shit sweet, thinking shit funny. I'm like, bro, come on now. Like, I'm like fucking pissed. You could see it. I'm yelling. And I remember one of the administrators knew a family member who went there when the school was open back in the day. And they was like, yo, are you good? Like, what's up? What's going on? I'm like, bro's sitting over there talking shit. And, I was sitting there scrapping them. I had to. And it was like, no, you didn't. It could have been resolved better. You could have told somebody. I was like, what the hell those gonna do? Because the teachers rarely did shit at that school, by the way. Fuck them teachers for defending that fucker. But I don't know. I genuinely never really liked them after that. After that, I swapped classes after the suspension, and I never really got in trouble for it. So yeah, that was that for that story. I'm gonna make this one really quick and not as long as the last one because it took 15 minutes and it was just me kind of trying to dig back into everything, back into my mind, and trying to revisit it in a way. And it was kind of, I don't know, took me too long, right? But new day, new story, I got you guys. So this is like back in junior year, and I got moved into this class because I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna change my period. So they changed my period to 4-9, and 4-9 was basically like a period that was mixed into like an everyday period, just like for 45 minutes. For 45 minutes each day, we would have this culinary class, and we sit there, chill, cook, and then leave, right? So this kid and his little group of friends thought it would be cool to keep fucking with me. It wasn't like an everyday thing, because sometimes it would be moments where we'd be cool, but it would also be moments where the dude would be like, yo, I'm gonna just start fucking with you for no reason at all. So there'd be times where I'd be like, yo, bro, stop. I'm like, yo, teacher, or I ain't gonna say the teacher's name, but I'm like, yo, miss, can you get him? Can you get this nigga? And she sit there and be like, stop it, this, that, and the other, or I'm gonna write you up, this, that, and the other. But she was like those culinary teachers that would sit there and pretty much favor or be weird around like the athletes, or shit like that. She'd be one of those teachers. So pretty much what she used to do is she used to say, oh, well, stop it, I'm gonna write you guys up, and never really do it. So there was this one time where I just had enough. This one day I was just like, fuck this shit. So I was already pissed going in that classroom, already having a bad day. So his friends decide to fuck with me, right? We sitting there doing work, and the fire drill goes off, right? So we go outside to the little area where we go and sit for the fire drill. I think it was like maybe, I want to say 20 minutes this drill happened. I don't know what bro was thinking. I guess bro thought it was a good idea to fuck with me, or think it was funny to fuck with me on a bad day, but he just decided to start fucking with me, started touching me on my fucking neck. And I'm like, bro, stop touching me on my neck. He's making me think I'm fucking crazy when I say this too. He's like, it wasn't me. Oh, it wasn't me. And I'm like, bro, quit fucking lying to me, bro. I was like, bro, quit lying to me before I sit here and really whoop your ass. He was like, bro, you won't do shit. So I'm like, I won't do shit. And just like the last story, I'm like, I won't do shit. All right, bet, say that. So everybody in the hallway, oh shit, fight about to go down, oh shit. Everybody that was around the kid, it was like, oh shit, shit about to go down, ooh. And and just instigating, just starting bull. You know how kids just start bullshit just to start bullshit. They all in there ooh shitting and everything. And That was a funny way to put it. But, you know, they all instigating and everything. We get back to the classroom. I'm like, all right, bet. You say I won't do shit. You won't do shit. I won't do shit. You will not do shit. I'm like, all right, bet. So, in the thumbnail, there is a chair that I had in that classroom, and I wanted to specifically choose that chair to symbolize what the fuck I actually threw at him. So I picked up this chair, and my fat ass, you think I wouldn't throw that bitch? You think I couldn't throw that bitch? But I picked up that chair and I threw it at him. I threw it at that nigga, and he was like, bro, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up, nigga. You told me I wouldn't do shit, this, that, and the other, boo, boo, fuck you, bitch. And I don't like to look like a bitch, but I also don't want people to think that I'm tough either. So I'm just like, I'm just a person who wants to chill. Pretty much, we sit there, talk shit. The teachers come in there, rush in there. Hey, stop that. They take me out the classroom. I start running to the office because I was like, I didn't want nobody to see me cry after a fight because it was upsetting. It upset me a lot that my day was ruined because of this. And it upset me even more that the dude tried to play me like I was stupid and like I was schizophrenic. So I'll go talk to the assistant principal type shit. You know, I sit down, tell her what happened. She's like, look, I understand why you did it. I totally get, he shouldn't have been fucking with you in the first place. But you know you shouldn't be throwing chairs in the classroom. I mean, it could have hit somebody else. I'm like, yes, ma'am, but he pushed me in a corner and I felt like I couldn't do nothing. And just like the last school, they was like, well, did you at least... I'm like, no, because the teacher wasn't going to do shit and nobody else was going to do nothing. And I don't know. I don't even know what happened to the other dude, to be honest. But I was tired of being a person to fuck with. So I was like, okay, cool. Right? She writes me up, gives me like 2 days of like in-school suspension. Right? I go to my next class. Here's where shit gets wicked. I text my brother... I text my brother, right? Told him, I'm like, bro, I just got into a fight. I threw a chair and I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. He was like, dog, I'm so proud of you for standing up for yourself. He's like, bro, I'm so proud of you for standing up for yourself. And it was like a moment that I could share with my brother, and it was really cool. And he was like, nice. Then I text my dad. He was like, look, you can't be throwing chairs like that. I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself, but you can't be throwing chairs like that. I'm like, he made it sound like really more understandable than what the fucking principal did. And I was like, okay, cool. They basically said the same thing, only that I could really understand my dad more because that's my dad. And sure enough, they called my grandma. My grandma was pissed. She was pissed that I threw that chair at him. She understood where I come from, so she was like, look, I ain't gonna really fuck with you on that, but don't be throwing chairs. And I'm like, all right, cool. So yeah, after that, and then my 2 days of ISS came back. I was like, bro, they freed me out them chains. Yes, sir. I'm back in this shit. And yeah, let's go to the final story. This last story takes place back in junior year as well. This was like towards the end of junior year, so like already, it's like a couple months after the first fight. Not the first fight, but you know which fight I was talking about. You know, the first one in high school. I wake up, you know, day's going well, just not doing shit, just fucking around in high school. You know, that's what you do junior year, because it's like, okay, cool, I'm almost a senior, but I also am not a senior, but I still want to go fuck around like a senior. So that's what I did. First period was well, second period was okay, third period was fine. We get the fourth period and we were all just like, yo, there's a fight about to happen about after class or whatever. Everybody was just like, oh shit, about to be a fight after class or whatever. I'm like, bro, what the fuck's going on? And my friend filled me in, and it was like, apparently someone, I guess what I heard from him was someone, you know, fucked with someone's sister and pushed them, and I guess the brother didn't like that, so the brother was planning to jump, or not jump, but fight the other dude. So they get into it or whatever, right? And I guess like day after they were gonna fight. So so after fourth period rolls around, fourth period gets over, after that rolls around, now think it was maybe like a little, you know, or it was just like a bunch of us to make a little mob down the hallway, pretty much. So, you know, we mobbing down the hallway type shit, you know, just doing some regular high schooler shit. And, you know, I go to fifth period, everything's fine, right? Nigga, I didn't even know what had happened because I was just like, bro, I'm gonna go fucking skip. I didn't even know what the fuck happened. It was just like chaos. Soon as class ended, I got on the bus, everybody was fucking screaming, and I was like, bro, what the fuck happened? And it was like, it was a fight in the cafeteria or whatever. Everybody was just like, oh shit, and what had happened in the cafeteria was these two boys got into it. They were sitting there talking, and I guess things got heated. One pushed into another, and they just went into it. They just went into a fucking brawl. I mean, shit, you see niggas throwing chairs and shit like that, and you just see a whole group of niggas. You just see a whole group of niggas just going to town on you, just beating each other's asses and shit. That wasn't even the funniest part of the fight. If you remember, there was a meme a long time ago with this dude in the restroom with a Chromebook and recording a fight. Yeah, no, that dude came to the fight, recorded it on the Chromebook, right? So in like the video or whatever, from like a different angle, you could see him holding up the fucking Chromebook. So while bro's just sitting, while the fight's just going on, you just see a random ass Chromebook in the air just, yo, bro, look at this shit. Yo, look at this fuck ass shit. And it happened, it like went on for 15, I think maybe 10-15 minutes until or not 10-15 minutes, but, you know, it went on for like a little bit. And eventually the cops came. One dude got pinned down to the ground and they took a picture of him, and I remember they made him out of an album cover, but nothing really came out of that. And I guess the next day, whenever I had class with the dude who had the Chromebook, he was like, yeah, they brung me into the office and they made me try to delete the fucking video. And I was like, bro, what? Like, you like, bro, what? That's just dumb. He was like, yeah, tried to make me delete the video, and I deleted it from the Chromebook, but I have it saved somewhere else. So I was like, that's awesome. So yeah, that was just a little quick story about how my school had a fucking brawl. If any of you remember that. But yeah, that was the quick story of my school having a brawl. If you guys enjoyed these types of videos where I mash like 3 stories into one type of video or whatever, leave a like. I always want to know what your feedback is. Leave a like, comment, shoot me a DM on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Add me on MySpace. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day. It has been Marcy, HVO, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
That Jaguar, that NASCAR, I didn't put 200 on that dash, what that fast car. I don't give a fuck, bitch, where you at, but you at hard. Busy talking shit, I send a shooter, get you